Well, today we've got Jim McGaw, and previously Jim introduced us to this 53 Chevrolet Convertible, and he'd taken the body off from the frame and he'd built a special frame for it to begin work on it to hold the body together as he was doing different things with it. Now today, the next stage on this total ground-up restoration, as we refer to it, he has it on a device called a Rotisserie. And Jim, you want to tell us about this Rotisserie and what you've been doing to the car and how this item works?
This Rotisserie allows me to work underneath the car, on the sides of the car, on the floor of the car, all from the same position. I'll show you here. What you do with the car is you can move the car in any place you want it, and you can set it there so that you can work on it. And what I've done with it so far is I've done most of the sandblasting of the car. The floors are sandblasted. The underneath is all sandblasted. I've got a few places on the fenders left to sandblast. And when that's done, it'll be to the point of being able to ready to go in the body shop to be painted.
Are there some things that you're going to cut out while it's on this Rotisserie and replace, or will that be done at a later date?
No, this is pretty much the way it's going to go into the body shop as far as the car goes. The car was pretty much rust-free. There is some rust in one quarter panel, and that was from sitting in a barn for so many years that the mice got into it, and they peed in it so much that it rusted out a little bit in one quarter. Other than that, the car is pretty much rust-free.
Right. This was a Texas car when you found it, was it? It was up here, but a Texas car.
It was it had been in Texas until 1960, and it was brought up here. And it sat in the garage out by Elizabeth, Minnesota from 1960 for 46 years. And so that's when I bought it on Swap and Shop here. And I put it away for a couple years while I finished the last car I was working on. And I started working on this one 2 or 3 years ago now. So, and this is where I'm at with it as far as the body is pretty much ready to go in the body shop here, I'm going to say within the next couple of weeks.
Well, good. Now this frame-up restoration, can we move over here now and take a look at the rolling chassis that you've already completed?
All right.
This would be the rolling chassis for this 53 Chevrolet Convertible, and you've redone this completely, and this will be ready for a body drop. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's completely done. What I've done is I took the frame all apart, rebuilt the front end of the frame, and the steering and all the steering mechanism. I take the motor and the transmission, they've both been overhauled completely. This car has a rear option, which is power steering, which is right here, and that's been completely overhauled. The radiator's been rebuilt, and so the car is pretty much ready to go, other than it needs 4 new tires, which won't go on until the car is just about finished. The frame itself has been finished with an epoxy that it's really hard, stands up good to the weather, and it doesn't rust very easily.
Okay, Jim, I guess we want to thank you for offering this car for us today, and we'll see you later when you have it in the next stage.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.